What the heck is this essay? Wow, massive essay. Reroll drama, reroll drama. Okay, this is real, man. Here comes the downvote brigade, but someone has to say it. Okay, here comes, okay? When did rerolling become normal? What now, haters? You all think you're entitled to start with any character you want. Ooh, entitled? Ooh, it's no surprise gacha companies are pushing back. Okay, wow, I like it. The start is insane. The start is really intense. Entitlement? You guys rerolling? You are entitled. Alright, stop being a bitch. Spend money instead. Alright? Rerolling was never an intended mechanic. Someone realized they could exploit the system. But that's all it is. It's an exploit. If you don't get the SSR selector, the devs don't intend for you to start with the unit of your choice. Ooh, okay. It also hogs an enormous amount of resources and fills the database with worthless, abandoned accounts. It shouldn't have to pay the price for you to be entitled and use exploits to play the game in an unintended way. Finally, it's pathetic to only play a game if you can start with the top tier meta unit to trivialize the game and mindlessly auto stages. A lot of enjoyment comes from working with whatever the luck of the draw gives you, finding synergies and building a team using your brain instead of a tier list. Wow, hardcore guy, man. This guy is hardcore. Use your brain, alright? Stop using your tier list. Reroll. Damn, he has a point. If he has a point, then why he get -10? We gotta look at the response, right? Because somebody clearly responded with an essay. He start off with an essay, and then somebody, boom! Ooh, look at this. Ooh, thesis. And then he responded, and then another response. Oh my god, it goes on. Wow. Okay. Let's read the thesis. He think he can write an essay? Here comes thesis. Mr. Henry SRC. Okay, easy to counter the essay. The girls are fighting. Okay, this is intense. The issue with this take is that while it started as an exploit, the fact that some companies now support it by having reroll friendly mechanics and now being against it via bans, extremely tedious tutorials, etc. makes it a grey area now. For some games, it is as intended, or at the very least allowed mechanic now, and acting like rules and what is and isn't allowed permanently stay the same with the passage of time is silly. And saying if you don't get a selector, then the devs don't intend for you to start with the hero of your choice just becomes dumb minigame of if they don't do anything, does it mean they are fine with it? Or if they don't do anything, does it mean they aren't fine with it? Wow, okay. Second paragraph. Sure, to an extent, certain players that reroll do feel entitled to be able to have that be available to them. But it's because many devs still allow it to happen, even though it's been a thing for at least a solid 7+ years, if not more. Okay. That why after full stop this is small capital? It has to be huge. It has to be capital letter. That's also after ignoring that many of the people that spend the time to reroll are also people that have just as much potential to be paying customers as any other non-rerolling player. Just because you start with the best character doesn't mean they will always stay the best past launch. Okay, some characters do get progressively weaker, fair enough, power creep is a thing, or that is the only character that you want or need, or that the mechanics of the game will stay in a state that maintains the reason they are currently so strong in the meta. Okay, third paragraph. Wow. Things change, and some people adapt to that change by trying to get lucky, while some adapt by pulling out their wallets past the point of initial rerolls. I don't personally think there's any difference in the odds of either happening between a reroller and non-reroller unless the best character is so disgustingly good and game warping that there isn't need to grab other important units. And at that point, there's a balancing issue with the game itself, and you can't really blame players for not wanting to miss out on a win button, especially if your win is just arbitrary. Are my numbers bigger than the enemy, so I win gameplay? Okay. Also, you give rerollers way too much credit. Most people don't reroll, and it's more of you might be surrounded by people that do reroll, making you think it's the majority norm. Also, do you even know the average size of the stored data of an individual player in the gacha game to even use it as a talking point that rerollers take up an enormous amount of space relevant to the rest of the player base? To flip the argument on its head, by the way, why are gacha game developers entitled to have players starting the game feeling like they can't play the character they want? Why are you putting gacha game developers on a moral high ground when the entire aspect of gacha is drowned in being predatory by nature via FOMO, resource limitation, rewards tied to performance, but performance largely being dictated by your roster and more, and some people simply want to elevate some of that pressure by at least starting out not having to worry about if they have to mess with the shop or not to coast through the start of the game, or even if they do feel pressured, at least they have the character they like to wane it off for a while. This is long, man. This is long. Wow. What paragraph are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs. Oh my, 6 paragraphs so far? Oh my god. Okay. Lastly, you don't decide others' enjoyment. Oh wow. And if a character is simply strong and not game warpingly good, you can still strategize teams around them. Or the content you're doing so, I'm not sure what the point here is. Okay, short paragraph. Okay, last paragraph. If someone feels like being the biggest meta slave on the planet, only wanting the best and most optional team, who cares? And likewise, if someone feels like getting a character that is trash meta-wise, but they just like the character, waifu, husbando, etc, okay? Who cares? You certainly do more than the devs do. Okay, so being that if gacha developers or even the higher ups in general had even a quarter as much disdain for it that you do, they would implement more heavy-handed ways of combating it rather than just not having a delete account button, which also shoots themselves in the foot since it causes the data clutter you speak of from rerollers existing. But also people that just tried the game for a bit, hated it, then wanted to go back to it, making coupon codes limited like Nikkei, but it screws over even non-rerollers who got in a bit later, etc, which all just delays rerolling rather than outright stopping it. Wow, 15 upvotes for this essay. Thesis. Yo, what do you guys think of this thesis, huh? There's a bit of a spelling error, grammar error. He should put this on Grammarly. There's like for example here, right? When you start a new paragraph, you always start with capital letter. I noticed a lot of things could be improved for sure, right? The essay was all over the place. Never finished one idea. But yeah, it's a cool essay. I don't think it's the best, alright? It's not like A, but it's not C either. Maybe it's like B plus. Okay, I think this is a good. Let's see the response. Okay, now the response. The response is the hype one, alright? Okay, he's back. Grandest champion is back. He didn't quite type a thesis, just a normal essay. But let's have a look. You are severely missing the point. There's no gray area. If you have to delete the game, reinstall, sign up under a different email, you're doing something the developers didn't intend on. Okay, you're exploiting the game. If you can reroll without making a new account, such as to roll 100 times and pick your favorite roll, then the developers clearly intended it. Okay, this point is fair, right? He's saying that, okay, if you have to uninstall, make a new email, clear cache, clear data, maybe that's more like, he's saying that's I wouldn't call that an exploit, but it's hard to say if that's an exploit or not. But yeah, some developers do add a reroll, so fair enough. I don't care what people find fun. That's also not the point. I'll first say that I have zero interest in this particular game, reroll or no reroll, so don't play the shield or white knight card. Ooh, white knight card. I simply find it pathetic, entitled, and worth calling out such behavior. To come on here and cry and moan because they ban rerollers, to scream dead game and then get upvoted by the community, shows how many people on here are pathetic, entitled little bitches. Damn, entitled. Wow, is this the same guy? What do you mean it's the same guy? He's responding, alright? Lastly, think about physical gacha machines. These games are conceptually based on, you pull the handle, you get what comes out. You don't put the price back in and pull again until you get what you want. You don't put on a disguise, walk out and back in and keep repeating the process until you get what you want. You pull the handle and you get what you want. So basically, he's talking about those gachapon machines, right? Remember last time there's those gachapon machines, you put money, you pull, it gives you an egg, you open the egg, it's random, right? There's no way to reroll. You can't put the egg back in, you don't want this egg, get a different egg. So he's explaining in that concept. That one is a physical thing, this one is more like a pachinko, yes. That's a physical gacha machine. But we're talking about gacha games, so I guess the rule doesn't really apply here, right? Of course, people will always do what's beneficial to them, right? Decent points on both sides. But why he gets 0 though? This guy gets 0, it's not fair. This guy gets 15 because it's a thesis? I mean, to be fair, this guy did write a lot. He did write a lot. Second guy using ChatGPT? Wow. Can't compare physical to a technological one. Yeah, but he's trying to apply that point. He's trying to apply that logic. I'm not saying that he's right. I'm just explaining he's trying to apply that logic. Yeah, it's I feel like things have changed now, you know? People stopped reading long ago. What do you mean? Oh, essay is back. Okay. Dixie the Manovelet. Is this the same guy? No, this is a new guy. He got a single paragraph essay. Wow, huge. Why didn't he paragraph this? This can be divided into 2 paragraphs. New challenger, true. New challenger. So at this point in the market with 1000 S of choices, many of which do support rerolling or at least tolerate it, I think players have every right to be entitled to doing so. This is a game in very lucrative and competitive market. If they alienate a customer base before they even have one, well, if that's not how the devs intended the game to be played, then the devs need to remember what keeps games running. Using the word entitled when we are talking about companies that their literal job is to prove that they deserve our attention and money more than another company is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. We should be entitled. There's 500 other games that do support it. Also, like, why even bring up physical gacha? Last I checked, physical gacha don't even have a multi-billion-dollar global market. Do you know that Doom, which was a video game before gacha games existed, didn't have microtransactions? Maybe video games now shouldn't have microtransactions? Wow, look, we can both make shallow and pointless correlations. Wow. What do you guys think of this one? What do you guys think of this one? The new challenger. Pretty good, right? I think the new challenger is pretty good. The new challenger is actually, he has his point. This new challenger, his point is there, but why he gets 0 though? Why he gets 0? Destroy facts? Yes, he has facts for sure. I prefer a 2-paragraph, but this is 1 single paragraph. I don't know why. Yeah, Doom, he's trying to say that back then video games don't have microtransactions, and nowadays most games have like battle pass or way to spend money, which is fine. Lecture, don't approve it. These gacha game companies deserve free money. People don't read anymore. People don't read. Oh, he's back! Oh, grand. What an incredibly low IQ take. Try standing in front of a mirror and reading your comment out loud. These titans of the industry don't need to entertain the small fraction of a percent of sweaty, entitled nerds who sit there and reroll for days. The company in this post proudly declared they don't need you entitled bitches in their game, and they don't want you entitled bitches in their game. Wow! They'd rather slap you in the face and shame you than take your money. It's beautiful. 3 upvotes! Ooh! 3 upvotes! Wow. Entitled bitches? Anyone? He sounds like, trust me, bro. Damn. He's a white knight. Is he a white knight? He says he's not a white knight, so I can't tell. He's making a comeback. Yeah, this is a good one. Plus 3 got this point. 2 more replies. Yo, why is there so many? Replies? Let's have a look. What is this? Titans of industry, okay, they're big boy IQ. Keep sitting in your parents' basement and telling these companies how to run their business. Wow. Oh, true. Okay, it ends right there. No more essay. There was a long essay, long thesis, long fight, man, over this reroll or should you reroll. I don't even know what people think anymore, but hey, I feel like reroll is fine, right? Like nowadays, yeah, I think I have a feeling like most people just misunderstood the intention of the company to prevent people from rerolling. It's not really they want your money. It's more so of the server load, I think. But I don't like it either. I feel like they should allow, because whether you like it or not, Valiant Force 2 or whoever, this game is competing with a lot of other games. So whenever you have this -1, this is a -1 point here, right? So it's like, you know, it's going to put the game on, not on the list, but it's going to be like out of the list for most people, which is kind of unfortunate, right? Because I think Valiant Force 2, the quality is there, the art is there, there's a lot of good things in the game. But sadly, a lot of players will never get to the point because they are too focused on rerolling, which is the first step of trying to start out a game, which is like, I think they should probably not handicap themselves. It is what it is.